short and simple movie reviews. Hosted by Andy and Yasmin. Answering the question, is this movie for you?
Hello everybody and welcome to Is This Movie For You podcast. It's the podcast that reviews movies simply and answers if the movie is for you. My name is Andy. Yasmin's over there as well. And this time around we have reviewed War for the Planet of the Apes. It's part of a trilogy of ape movies. Yes, I said ape movies as in the monkey. The first one, of course, was Rise of the Planet of the Apes. The second one, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. And this one, War for the Planet of the Apes. So it's all aping around, of course, for the planet. So there you go.
This movie shares a lot of similarities to the Battle for the Planet of the Apes in the original series, but it's not a direct remake. It stars Andy Serkis, who's Caesar, the main monkey. He's played Gollum in Lord of the Rings. He was King Kong in King Kong, and he's in Star Wars Episode 7, and he's got a few other movies coming out in the future.
Very busy man.
He sure is. The other main character is played by Woody Harrelson. He's the Colonel. Yep. You would have seen him in the iconic Cheers series on TV, White Men Can't Jump, Kingpin, Natural Born Killers, and heaps of other movies. So the storyline of this movie is based around Caesar and his clan of apes who are constantly being attacked by a human army trying to win the world back, pretty much.
Because it's getting taken over by apes.
Yes.
So what they think, anyway.
During one of the attacks, Caesar's family are killed, and normally he's sort of trying to be the peacekeeping monkey, but since his family's been taken down, he's sort of taken it personally, and he's out for revenge in this movie.
Yeah, so he's a good ape turned bad.
Yes, totally.
Is that essentially what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the things I really liked about this movie, the CGI is amazing.
Yep.
There's amazing scenery shots. There's lots of detail in, the apes' faces and their hair. And if you love CGI, this is a great movie for you. The storyline's really good. There's not too many contradictions, and it does keep you interested. And there's lots of sort of highs and lows throughout the movie. What I didn't like personally for myself, I'm not really a huge fan of science fiction movies. I found it hard for me to connect with the characters being monkeys. I just a bit off-putting, seeing them on horseback and that sort of thing. It's not a natural thing to see gorillas and stuff doing.
So you're telling me that it's like having two meats on a plate.
Yes.
And start having maybe a piece of chicken and then a piece of fish next to it.
Yeah, animals shouldn't ride other animals.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was a bit hard for me. And the other thing is, this movie goes for 2 hours and 22 minutes, so it did feel pretty long.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was really great.
I do agree with some of the stuff that you're just saying there, Yasmin. But some of the stuff I don't agree with.
Oh, couples can disagree.
Yeah, there we go. Is this our first fight?
Oh, dear.
No. Hey, so I've gone into this movie with an open mind because I'm not usually one to go to a Planet of the Apes movie. Haven't seen the previous ones. So what was good about this one is going into it was all pre-explained.
Yeah, I didn't get lost. I was a bit worried, I haven't seen the first two. Maybe this is going to be confusing for me. Yep. But yeah, they have a good blurb at the start of it, so just make sure you don't miss the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, don't roll up late is what we're saying. So I've gone in there with an open mind, sat down, started watching, going, oh, this is all right. The animation is awesome, the CGI, like you said. And then sort of the storyline sort of slowed up for me a little bit, and I was like, oh, how far into the movie are we? I feel like I've been here for a while.
It felt long.
Yeah, and then sort of about 3/4 way through the movie, that's when I've decided maybe it should be wrapping up soon. But then that's when all the hectic, awesome stuff started. So all the action, all the thrilling suspense that I was looking forward to seeing in this movie really took off.
It's worth waiting around for.
Absolutely. Woody Harrelson was great too. And I was thinking in my head as I was watching it, how do they do this? So as soon as we finished the movie, we did check out the sort of behind the scenes of it all, and it's amazing. They've invested a lot of money into this movie.
Oh, it would have been huge, just the amount of cameras that they needed to get every single angle, to make sure the animation's done right. It was seamless. It was amazing.
It really was. So I came out of the movie still with the whole, I probably won't see it again, but I'm kind of glad I did to experience Planet of the Apes movie.
So who would you take?
Oh, who would I take? I'd definitely take anyone that's a dude. Probably wouldn't take girlfriends, as in friends that are girls. I just don't think they'd like it.
Yeah, I personally agree with that.
Because you stopped and spoke to a few people in the cinema afterwards, and they were all dudes. They'd seen the whole series beforehand, They knew what they were going into, right?
Yeah, they said to me, yep, definitely see the other ones, just as awesome as this one. They all flow in really well together.
Yep.
For me personally, I probably wouldn't see the previous two. I shouldn't say that.
Just not your cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea.
Just not your cup of tea. So who would you take if you're going to go?
Anyone who loves science fiction and loves the Planet of the Apes will definitely love this. Anyone that loves CGI. Other than that, it's pretty niche. If you don't get off on sci-fi and CGI, you're not going to love this movie.
Yep.
If you've sort of got that predisposition before you go in of what Planet of the Apes is going to be like, you're probably correct. So I guess it's a pretty genre-specific movie.
Yeah, pretty much from my point of view, my gut feeling, it was actually the feeling.
Exactly, me
it was
too.
correct. It was correct.
I guess the other little warning is if you don't like cruelty towards animals and that sort of thing, there's a few scenes in there that are a bit sad, I guess.
Yeah.
Like the monkeys getting hurt and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Could be a bit upsetting if you have stuffed monkeys all around your house and that sort of thing.
If you're really into a good monkey, you probably won't be a fan of what goes on. But
big question now. How many hot dogs?
I've been waiting for your rating since we left, so I'm going to leave that to last. My rating, I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 hot dogs. I did actually like the movie. I just probably won't go see it again.
You're spot on with the 3 hot dogs. I'm giving 3 hot dogs as well. I know that online it's got really high ratings.
Yeah.
It's in the 90 percentile sort of.
But I feel like most of the people that would be rating it would be connoisseurs of the movies, and they would have seen the whole series as well.
Yeah, and I think the film production is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And that's maybe why it's gotten so high. But it's a very niche film.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Yeah, it's not my genre, so 3 stars for me too.
Yeah, it's part of one of those, the cult trilogy sort of films that, the real massive fans of the Planet of the Apes will definitely love it.
Yes.
If you're not a big fan of it, you probably won't like it as much, but it still is a good movie.
It's still a good movie. You can definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, and like I say with the other movies, if you get the chance to see it in the special sound, so like Dolby Atmos and things like that, definitely do it because it makes a huge difference when you're sitting there, you're surrounded by apes and things are going off. Right? So definitely see it in something like Dolby Atmos or anything like that, try to get the premium sound in the
another good movie to see at the cinemas.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, that wraps off this review. If you do have any feedback from the movie itself, if you'd like to leave a review, hit us up on Facebook, facebook.com/isthismovieforyou. Instagram as well, at isthismovieforyou. Ozcastnetwork.com as well if you want to check out our previous podcasts and all these other amazing podcasts as well. If
you have any movie suggestions of movies you'd like us to review in the future, definitely send us a message on Facebook or Instagram and we can try to get that out to you as soon as possible.
Yeah, flick us a DM. We'll answer. We're pretty straightforward people and love to hang out with new people. So do that now. All right, Yasmin, let's wrap this baby up. We'll see you soon at the movies.
We'll see you there.
Is This Movie For You podcast is part of the Ozcast Network.